Alright, hello to anyone who's actually watching this. Um, yeah, I haven't really uploaded anything on YouTube, and I've never really done a game review before. So, yeah, this is my first time. And today I thought I'd do it on Cold War because I bought the game for the first time. I also just want to say, Merry Christmas, or it's Christmas Eve, but, still Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. And I also started a Twitch, so again, to anybody who's actually watching this, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. I'm on winter break right now, so most likely every day except for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I mean, even if I do play on those days, I'm definitely not going to be streaming. But, yeah, I hope you're all having a great day. And, okay, I'm just going to start the video. Thank you for watching. Yes, Call of Duty. The game literally every kid has played. Except for me. And yeah, please don't kill me for that. I mean, I really only got into gaming like a few years ago. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been playing video games consistently since like 3rd grade, but it was always really just mobile games. I only got my first console a few years ago, and even then I was never really allowed to buy a COD game. My parents always said it was too violent and stuff, but this year I got the $60. I made an entire argument, and I was allowed to buy Cold War, sorry. I know that many people, die-hard COD fans absolutely destroyed this game on the internet because it had a lot of bugs and didn't have enough launch content and whatnot. But were these people really right? Or did I, actually like Cold War? Okay, so let's start off strong with the campaign. I really think that the single-player campaign is one of the most underlooked parts of a game. And this is pretty sad. I know a lot of people who almost exclusively play single-player games or prefer single-player games. For me, the story mode is usually what convinces me to buy a game. Cold War's campaign is actually really good. The characters were all really cool and somewhat interesting. I mean, as far as the game goes. As far as a 6-hour campaign game goes, For COD fans who've been playing since they were like 8, they might enjoy Woods and Mason in the game. I know those are like two, my favorite character was Park, though. I don't know. I just like her. Not like, but the campaign felt great. It made you feel like you really were a spy in the 80s. Some missions were stealthy, although I just want to say one thing. The worst part about the stealth missions is that even if you don't want to be stealthy, if you don't want to be stealthy, you don't have to be, and there's really no consequences for that, which I don't really like, but, they can't really change the campaign now. Other missions were sniping, and sometimes it was just running and gunning, and other times it was just, your standard run-of-the-mill, just mission. I don't know what even you call it. Some missions were even a mix, actually. Like the best mission in the game, the Lubyanka building mission where you infiltrate the KGB headquarters, had all of these. You start off as Belikov, stealthily eliminating guards when you have to, and doing one of the numerous ways to get the keycard that you need to give Bell and Adler. Then you transition to Bell after, getting the keycard and giving it to them. And then you have to shoot a bunch of enemies to get through a hallway, so just, your standard level. And then one small detail that I want to touch upon is that I find really cool is that when you play as Belikov, you actually, if you look at the soldiers, at the, Soviet guards, you actually see their name tags. But if you're, once you transition over to Bell, you don't see their names. And I find, it's such a small detail, but I really like it. And then regardless, you eventually get Juggernaut suits and RPDs, and then this part feels insanely fucking badass, because, you're you walk out of the elevator in slow-mo, gunning down enemies, and then you make your escape also partially in slow-mo. As for the rest of the campaign, it has multiple endings, which is cool, but as far as I'm aware, only the decisions made in the end actually change anything. However, it's still something, it's always good. And about the side missions, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get either one because I didn't find all the evidence I needed. I'm really sorry, but all in all, the campaign is interesting, and the twist at the end is excellent. Alright, let's talk multiplayer. Yet another part of Cold War that, for the most part, I love. There are plenty of modes. I know some people have said that there aren't that many, but for me, there's enough to keep me entertained. The operators look cool, although I wish there were more. The battle pass and various bundles make the operators look better, even better, I think. Some of my personal favorite modes include TDM, Domination, and Hardpoint. Usually I dislike TDM, but it pairs very well with COD's fast-paced gameplay. Domination is probably my favorite, purely because I prefer objective-based modes. Hardpoint is interesting in the way that you usually have to expose yourself to capture the point. The main complaint I have is that at times, it feels like there aren't many weapons. I mean, I know I'm reviewing Cold War in the post-launch forum, but I did play before Season 1, and it felt just bland. I mean, it also didn't feel like there are many maps, I gotta say that. And the latter of these problems, I feel like, has mainly been solved, but, it still needs more. The Cold War still needs more weapons. It's insane. There's, like 2 shotguns in the game. And then I have to admit, but speaking of shotguns, I have to admit, being allowed to keep a shotgun as a secondary is OP. Alright? However, all in all, all complaints aside, I think I thoroughly enjoyed multiplayer. Okay, I actually think Zombies is one of my favorite modes in any game, shooter or non-shooter. Zombies has the perfect mix of mindless fun and strategic thinking. On one hand, the mode revolves around pretty much just shooting undead Nazis, but on the other hand, you have to think about what to buy and how to spend your money. It's even more fun with friends, but then again, everything is more fun with friends, I guess. By the way, I'm usually better than what's in the background gameplay, but I'm always worse when somebody's watching me, or when I'm recording. In Zombies, Pack-a-Punch is very, very satisfying. And the same goes for other upgrades like Armor, Stamina Up. Oh my god, Stamina Up feels great. And Juggernog. There really isn't much to say about Zombies other than it's great and I fucking love it. And yeah. I think it's appropriate that I talk about Warzone since Season 1 has started. Yeah, I know Warzone came out a while ago, but hey, I'm reviewing it in Cold War form. Honestly, I think Warzone is my favorite Battle Royale game. Verdansk is a huge map, and the money system is so satisfying. It can be kind of annoying, though, when you're in top 10, and then you get fucking sprayed by some noob camper scrub with an SMG, but everything else makes up for it. Again, another fun mode with friends. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played much of Rebirth Island, but it's alright. Custom loadouts allow you to make your playstyle more flexible, considering that Warzone's base guns follow the same format as Fortnite, and the way that they're non-customizable. Warzone is very good because it's free, and it's not afraid to try something new, and they tried a lot of new things. Alright, now this section is going to be just one last part about other things. First of all, the gunplay in COD is buttery smooth. Every gun, simply put, just makes sense. Apart from LMGs, but those don't feel nice in pretty much any game. And anyways, they serve their purpose. I like how COD focuses on infantry combat instead of going insane with different vehicles. Of course, there are some vehicles in COD, but they're not as prominent as in some other games. Cough, cough, Battlefield. I bought the game before Season 1, and I think it wouldn't really be a review if I didn't touch upon various bugs and glitches. Apart from not that much content, which I already talked about, Cold War was really glitchy. I played on an Xbox One, so I had a crash, or I had my cutscenes get weird, or something happened during every play session. No joke. It definitely took away from the experience. I still play on Xbox One, and it seems like for the most part, the game is less buggy, and, they've patched it or something. But I'm tired of games launching half-finished, and there's no excuse. Finally, do I have to mention skill-based matchmaking? This entire review has mainly been positive, but skill-based matchmaking has not been fixed. I'd say I'm average slash pretty good at COD, and I get into lobbies with 8-year-olds who haven't seen the sun since they were 4. It's insane, and it takes away from the fun. It also means that you can never improve, as once you win like 2 matches, you get into a lobby where half the kids have TTV in their name. Skill-based matchmaking it needs to be patched. I have to give this game a rating. I love this game. At this point, Call of Duty is one of my favorite game franchises, and I think I might go and buy Modern Warfare from last year and continue buying every COD game that comes out simply because it's fun. Cold War is a really fun game, but some of the problems that exist are non-excusable. I'm going to give this game an 87 out of 100 in its current state. That being said, I wish everyone that actually watched this video a fantastic rest of their day. Thank you for watching, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. Thank you.